Hi, this is Angie. So today I wanted to talk about once a month cooking and warehouse club shopping. Now most couponers refuse to shop at warehouse clubs like Sam's Club, Costco, simply because they do not accept manufacturer coupons. There are certain items that I buy at my local Sam's Club, and there are certain items I do not buy. For example, you may be able to purchase a 6-pack of Colgate toothpaste. A lot of people who shop at warehouse clubs like the convenience of buying the bulk packages, and to the average shopper, these can seem like a really good deal, but to those of us who coupon, a lot of the items that you can purchase at the warehouse club are really not that good of a deal once you really look at it. So in the toothpaste example, you'll buy a 6-pack bulk package of Colgate toothpaste for maybe $12. The average shopper thinks it's a great deal because you're only paying $2 per tube of toothpaste, which maybe at Walmart or Target will be on average $2.49 or $2.79. So you automatically assume you're saving money by buying the bulk package at Sam's Club. Well, the couponer knows that toothpaste always goes on sale at the drugstore. Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid always has toothpaste on sale with either an extra care bucks, register rewards, or an up reward. When you combine those sales with your coupon, you almost always get the toothpaste for free. I have not paid for toothpaste since April, and in one of my previous videos you all saw my toothpaste stockpile. So to the couponer it's not a good deal, but to the average consumer who maybe doesn't use coupons, it's a great deal. Now, like I said, most couponers, or a large percentage of couponers, do not shop at the warehouse club because they don't take the coupons. However, there are certain items that I do buy from Sam's Club, because when you look at price per ounce or price per pound, these items a lot of times do end up being cheaper, for me at least. Some of the items that my family purchases from Sam's Club, for example, would be coffee cups, the disposable coffee cups. Now, my family does recycle. I always try to reduce, reuse, and recycle if possible. But my husband, who is the coffee drinker, has a tendency to lose my coffee cups. I bought several of the plastic reusable coffee cups. I've also bought the metal coffee cups that are reusable, and he will take them to work, forget about them. When he does remember to get them, by the time he gets back to the break room or the lounge area, the coffee cups are gone. They've disappeared. He's lost more coffee cups than I can count that way. He also sometimes will throw his empty coffee cup in the back seat of his car and forget about it for about a week. So when he does finally remember to bring the coffee cup in, what's growing on the inside of the coffee cup is so disgusting that I would rather just throw it away than attempt to chisel whatever it is off of it. So for my family, since my husband is a big coffee drinker and is so careless with the coffee cups, it's just more economical and easier for us to buy the disposable coffee cups. I rarely see coupons for those. I rarely see them on sale at my grocery store, so it makes sense for us to stock up on those at Sam's Club. We also purchase our gas at Sam's Club. Gas prices in our area at our local gas stations like Exxon or BP, what have you, are not any less expensive than Sam's Club. We can usually get the gas for about 10 cents less per gallon at Sam's Club. Even though my Kroger has the gas rewards program, it's still cheaper for us to buy our gas at Sam's Club. I also buy a lot of our fresh produce from Sam's Club. Even though I buy a lot of frozen vegetables on sale, I usually get those for $1 or for free. Sometimes we like to supplement frozen vegetables with the fresh produce, and it's just cheaper by the ounce or pound to go ahead and buy it from Sam's Club. Another thing I buy from Sam's Club is my holiday gift sets. I love Sam's Club's gift sets during Thanksgiving and Christmas. They usually sell for about $19.99, and you get 4 individual gift sets in one bulk purchase. And usually what I end up doing is splitting the bulk gift sets up. So for example, I will take one gift bag and mix and match maybe 2 or 3 gift sets from a bulk gift set. So for $19.99, 4 gifts in the one set is an awesome deal. And if you mix and match like I do, you can get some really great Christmas gifts that are affordable. And I've not seen these gift sets cheaper anywhere else. I also stock up on them after Christmas because they usually have things like candles or body wash, perfumes that don't go bad, so I can stock up on these after Christmas and keep a stockpile of those. I think in one of my later videos I'll show you I've got a wicker basket upstairs in my master bedroom that has a bunch of gift sets that I had purchased on clearance from Sam's Club, and even some gift sets that I purchased from Bath & Body Works after Christmas and Victoria's Secret that I got a really good deal on. So that'll be a future video. Another item that I buy from Sam's Club is milk. You all have seen my cereal stockpile, which is pretty huge, and we go through a lot of milk in my house. So milk for us is cheaper at Sam's Club than it is at the grocery store. I also buy shredded cheese from Sam's Club. If I don't have a Sargento coupon for the shredded cheese or a Kraft coupon for shredded cheese, I'll go ahead and pick up some shredded cheese from Sam's Club. Then what I will usually do is separate those into 1-gallon Ziploc bags and freeze them. If there's a sale at my local grocery store and I happen to have a coupon for Sargento or Kraft, I'll go ahead and pick it up at the grocery store, but more often than not I will just purchase it from Sam's Club. And one bulk package, usually I get them in 5-pound packages. I can split it up into 4 or 5 Ziploc bags in the freezer. I also buy a lot of my meat from Sam's Club. Ground beef, for example, I'll buy it in the 6-pound package, and then I'll separate it into 1-pound sections and freeze it in my Food Saver bags. And the Food Saver bags extend the shelf life of frozen products by at least 6 months. So that's a really good deal for me. I also buy chicken breast from Sam's Club, and what I'll do is I'll separate those 4 chicken breasts to 1 Food Saver bag and freeze them. And since we're a family of 4, anytime I prepare chicken, we only really need 4 chicken breasts. I also buy dishes from Sam's Club. I love Sam's Club dishes. I love their pots and pans, their glassware, their dish serving sets, their buffet sets. They always have really great prices on dishes, and their dishes are really good quality. So all of my dishes I purchase from Sam's Club. Now, some items I do not purchase from Sam's Club are personal care items. I don't buy toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, razors, shaving gel, because all of these items I can either get for free or as close to free as possible using sales from the drugstores like Walgreens, CVS, or Rite Aid, and combining those with coupons. I also never buy trash bags, Ziploc bags, or laundry detergent because those items also frequently go on sale, and there are always really good coupons for those items. And so that's Warehouse Club shopping. One thing I did want to mention is that, like I said earlier, most warehouse clubs do not accept coupons. However, it's my understanding that BJ's does accept coupons. What they'll do is, in the Colgate example, you buy a bulk package of Colgate toothpaste. There are 6 tubes in one bulk package. BJ's will allow you to use 6 coupons on that package, which I think is awesome. And from what I understand, they also email store coupons to their members. But for my family, we prefer our Sam's Club membership. The reason I'm talking about warehouse shopping today is because we're going to move on to my once a month cooking, and that's why I've got a shot of my cookbooks here, because one of the cookbooks in my once a month cooking focuses on warehouse shopping for most of its recipes. Okay. Now, once a month cooking is exactly what it sounds like. Basically, what you do is you spend one day out of the month preparing your entire meals, or preparing all of your meals for the entire month. I usually prepare about 28 meals. My husband and I both have very busy work schedules. We both work long hours. We usually don't get home until about maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and after working all day, neither one of us wants to spend another hour or an hour and a half in the kitchen trying to figure out what we're going to make for dinner. So in the past, what we have done, simply out of convenience, is maybe stop by a fast food restaurant and pick up dinner and just bring it home. That got to be very expensive, and it just wasn't healthy. And once I started couponing and building up a stockpile of grocery items, I didn't want my stockpile to go to waste. And so I had heard about the once a month cooking from a book I read by America's Cheapest Family, the Economides, where they mention the once a month cooking. So I wanted to investigate that option, and that's when I went and purchased this book here, Once a Month Cooking, by Mimi Wilson and Mary Beth Lagerborg. Now, I love this book because not only does it lay out your shopping list for you, it also tells you in what order to prepare your recipes. It has all the recipes, and it's very easy to follow. This book also has 5 different meal plans in it, which basically comes out to 125 different recipes. So the great thing about once a month cooking is you're exposing your family to recipes and food ingredients that they may have never tried before. So it's really a great way to introduce your family to new recipes, and also to offer a variety of recipes in their diet. So we're just going to flip to one of the sections here. This is the 1 month entree plan E. And like I said, the thing I love about this book is it has your grocery shopping and your staples lists, which basically what I just do is photocopy these and take these to the grocery store when I do my shopping. So here you've got your grocery shopping list. You can zoom in on that so you can see that. And it's got the list of every item that you will need to prepare the recipes in this meal plan. I know it's a little blurry, I'm sorry. And it's also got the grocery list sorted by canned foods. Got your grains, your pasta, and your rice, your dry ingredients and seasonings, your frozen foods that you need to purchase, your dairy products that you need to purchase. It's got the meat, poultry, and fish. I'm sorry, I don't know how to make this any clearer. Your fresh produce, and then your staples list. Now, for those of us who coupon, we've got a stockpile of staples that we've built up. And so basically what you do is you just go down the staples list, and most of us couponers will already have these items in our pantry, and we'll just check them off. And if there's an item we don't have, then we'll go ahead and pick it up when we do our once a month shopping. Now, I mentioned once a month shopping usually takes about 2 days. 1 day to prepare your menu, to prepare your shopping list, to go out and do your shopping, and then to come home and prep. And by prep, I'm talking about basically laying out everything you need for the next day on your kitchen counters. You lay out all your dry ingredients, your boxed or canned ingredients. You lay out all of your heavy-duty plastic freezer bags, your freezer containers, and then you'll go ahead and you'll do all of your chopping of your vegetables, your dicing or slicing. Some of your meats you can actually pre-cook, like the ground beef, for example. If any of the recipes in that meal plan include slow cooker recipes, you can go ahead and start your slow cooker recipe the night before, maybe right before you go to bed. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do the day before to make the actual cooking day run a lot smoother. And this book, another thing I love about this book is it lays that out exactly. It tells you exactly what you need to do the day before cooking day, which is wonderful, and it's got all the steps here. So this is really, for those of you who are new to once a month cooking, this is probably the best book that you can buy. I wanted to also show you the Entree Plan D here, where it lays out your recipe for the entire month. And in this particular entree plan, it's actually 30 recipes for the whole month. You can see that. And then what you'll do is, once you've prepared your frozen meal, or once you've prepared all of your meals and you freeze them the night before, so every day you're taking a meal out of the freezer and you're just leaving it in the refrigerator to defrost. And so when you come home the next night, it's already defrosted and you can go ahead and prepare it for that day. So once you've done all your shopping, you've planned your menus, you just follow the day before cooking day steps, which are lined out in her book. There's also a section which tells you on cooking day before assembling dishes what you need to do. And it's got all the steps here. And then the great thing about this book is the assembly order. It basically tells you in what order you need to assemble each of your recipes. It goes through all 30 recipes and it tells you exactly what to do to assemble your items. And it separates it by protein. So first you'll do all of your beef dishes. Then you'll do all of your miscellaneous and fish dishes. The next step is to assemble all of your pork dishes. And then all of your chicken dishes. So for someone who's not very organized, this book lays it out for you step by step, which is the reason I absolutely love this book. And then it just goes on to all of your recipes for that entree plan that you've chosen. And the recipes are extremely varied, which is one reason that I love this book so much. This book has 125 different recipes in it, so you're assured a variety of meals with this book. The Once a Month Cooking, this book is all of your main meals. I have since graduated to preparing some of my side dishes and desserts ahead of time, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So I love this book, and I definitely recommend, if you want to try the Once a Month Cooking, to go out and purchase this book. Okay, so the next book we're going to talk about is Fix, Freeze, Feast. This book is written by Katie Neville and Lindsay Taxick. I think that's how you say her last name. This book focuses on warehouse shopping for your recipes. Like the title says, it's great for shoppers who like to buy in bulk. Now this book is a little bit different than Mimi Wilson's Once a Month Cooking, in that in Mimi Wilson's Once a Month Cooking you prepare individual recipes which usually serve anywhere between 4 to 8. In this book, Fix, Freeze, Feast, which has more than 125 recipes in it, it actually focuses on warehouse shopping. So, for example, with your chicken main dishes, one recipe actually makes 3 entrees. So one recipe is 3 dinners, versus Once a Month Cooking, one recipe, and the Once a Month Cooking by Mimi Wilson is 1 entree. It's 1 dinner. In this book, because it focuses on the bulk shopping or warehouse shopping, one recipe makes 3 different entrees, 3 different dinners. So the variety, when you do your Once a Month Cooking using this book, is not nearly as great as Mimi Wilson's Once a Month Cooking, but I like this option because I can prepare 3 different meals with 1 recipe, which really saves a lot of time. Now this book is similar to Once a Month Cooking in that it lays out your shopping list for you. Let me just get to that here. And it also lays out your cooking order, which is great. Okay, and this book is also separated by proteins. So you've got a section on chicken, you've got a section on beef, you've got a section on pork and fish. And then also this book is awesome because it also has a section on side dishes and desserts. So I really like that it's got the side dishes as well. A lot of my side dishes I like to prepare fresh, but sometimes you know, I'm in a hurry, and so I'll just grab a side dish that I have already prepared from the freezer. Okay. And then I just want to show you the section on the side dishes. This also has a section called Meatless Mains, Sides and Soups, for those of you who are vegetarians. But also, a large portion of your grocery budget is for meat. And so if you substitute 1 meatless dish a week, just 1 or maybe 2, you know, that's going to save you quite a bit of money, and it's going to stretch the meat that you have in your freezer. So there's a lot of really great meatless recipes in this book, along with some side dishes that you can prepare in advance and freeze, which is great. There's also a dessert section, and then there's a section on sauces, marinades, and your flavored butters, which I prepare some of these in advance as well. What I do is I take, for example, if I'm going to prepare a sauce ahead of time, I actually reuse my glass bottles that some of the store-bought marinades that I purchased come in. I also recycle my soy sauce bottles. I'll wash those out in the dishwasher and reuse those for some sauces that I may make myself. There's a couple different recipes in here for some marinades, and I can reuse those bottles and refrigerate those marinades, and they usually last in the refrigerator for maybe about a week. There's also some dishes in here for some butters, which we really like this recipe for the walnut pesto butter. That's a really good recipe. Okay. This book also has breakfast, snacks, and a sweet section. The breakfast section is awesome. The breakfast burritos. You know, sometimes the kids maybe don't feel like cereal, they want something hot, and I've already got something that's prepared they can just grab out and microwave. These breakfast burritos are awesome. There's also a recipe in here for the cheese biscuit mix, which is really, really good. There's some cheese bites, which they can grab for breakfast. And then also a recipe to make your own granola. My kids aren't big granola eaters. I like the granola, so this recipe is really good. And I can make, makes 24 cups. That's 24 servings of granola, and you can actually freeze it so it lasts a little bit longer than if you put it in your pantry. I also make a lot of cookies. This recipe, or this cookbook, I think has maybe 6 or 7 different cookie recipes, which are great. You basically prepare the cookie dough, you roll it into your balls, and then you flash freeze them, and then once they're flash frozen, you can put all of your cookies in a Ziploc bag. And then if you feel like cookies after school, maybe, you know, you just come home, take the number of cookies that you want to make out of the freezer, pop it in the oven for about 13 minutes, and you've got fresh homemade cookies, which is awesome. So these are the 2 books that I recommend for the Once a Month Cooking. Again, Once a Month Cooking by Mimi Wilson and Mary Beth Lagerborg, and then Fix Freeze Fast by Katie Neville and Lindsay Taksek. Now, again, the Fix Freeze Fast is for the warehouse cooking. One recipe usually makes about 3 or 4 different meals. The Once a Month Cooking is just your basic recipe will make 1 meal. The Once a Month Cooking, some of the recipes are a little more expensive to make, which is why I like the Fix Freeze Fast, because these recipes are actually more economical. I've got a couple other recipes and a couple other cookbooks. This one I also like, called Frozen Assets, which is by Deborah Taylor Hoff. This is also a really good cookbook for Once a Month Cooking. The recipes here are definitely more affordable than some of the recipes in Mimi Wilson's Once a Month Cooking. And like Mimi Wilson's book, it lays out your 30-day meal plan. It's got your lineup of the meals that you're going to prepare, your ingredient list, so it's got your shopping list for you. I really like this book because it also, in addition to telling you what you need to do the day before and on cooking day, it also lays out exactly what containers you'll need for your 30-day lineup. It tells you how many Ziploc bags you need, tells you how many containers and what size containers you need for cooking day, which is really awesome. So this is a really good book too, and these recipes, like I said, are a lot cheaper than some of the recipes in Mimi Wilson's Once a Month Cooking. So this is a really good book as well. If you don't want to do the warehouse shopping with the Fix Freeze Fast, then this is a good second book. This cookbook, I'm not sure exactly how many recipes in it. I know that it's at least 125 recipes, maybe a little bit more. So between these 2 cookbooks, you have recipes every day for almost a year, not quite a year. You maybe have about 250 recipes. And then what you can do is supplement some of your own recipes, like if you have family favorites, or you can supplement a couple recipes from this book, and you basically have your entire menu planned out for the entire year, which is awesome. I mean, that's a great time saver. And you just have to commit to 2 days out of the month doing your shopping, your prep work, and then 1 day for your cooking. And if you get everyone in your family involved, from hubby to the kids, it'll go so much faster. Of course, that depends on the age of your kids. But again, these are great books for the Once a Month Cooking. I'm sorry, I know this video was really long. Hopefully it was informative. My next video, I want to actually show you my freezer and show you some of the meals that I have frozen from my Once a Month Cooking. In my last video, you saw my old refrigerator, which we had moved upstairs to the man cave, and you saw that my husband had converted the refrigerator portion to his kegerator, but that I still use the freezer portion to store things like shredded cheese, butter, sliced cheese, some of the frozen vegetables, and I think I had some dinner rolls up there also. But our new refrigerator in the kitchen is a side-by-side, and it's a lot bigger than our old refrigerator was. So I have a lot more room for my once-a-month cooking. So that's going to be my next video. I'm going to show you all of the recipes from my last batch of once-a-month cooking that I frozen. I also froze some side dishes, and I also prepared some desserts. So I'm looking forward to showing you that next. Thanks for watching this video. Again, I'm sorry that it's so long. Bye.